Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? Guys, I have not played this game in so long, so I don't even remember how to do any of the combos. But regardless of that, we are getting Dragon Ball Super Heroes. Um, I am pretty disappointed with Heroes just because I want normal super back over this, man. Like, we have super characters in this week's episode, or from last week, and we got to see Beerus step up and maybe give us a solo fight, all to just be thrown back in our face, like, oh yeah, no, this isn't a thing that's happening. Like, why would this actually happen, you idiots? Um, so that's disappointing. Overall, though, man, I honestly just am a big avid for bring super back, and if it's not going to be called super, whatever the heck, ultimate, ultimate, I don't care. Dragon Ball Z, we're back. I don't, you know, um, at this point, it don't really matter to me, and if they do bring it back, I'm just looking forward to whatever comes with the territory, because not only does this week's episode straight up, or not even a week's episode, this monthly thing, or however long it be taken, goes and throws it right in our face that not only does super like not exist anymore, but we also have to suffer the pain of just knowing we get not really any Beerus fight at all. Like, Beerus stopped a couple of attacks from Goku, bopped him, and then Vegeta comes up from behind, gets bopped, and that's it for the fight, for the Beerus versus Goku versus the Z Warriors, however you want to see it. The most anticlimactic thing ever. And then come to find out Beerus is the one who's going to like save the day afterwards. So not only did he pretty much threaten to take out all of our people, he then became their savers. So I don't know how to feel about heroes. I feel like um, they already had really bad writing when it came down to Hit's character in the Tournament of Power, so I really don't have too much faith in people that are making this stuff because, like I said, if you can't make Hit better than he was in the tournaments, the other tournament, you're you just don't have good writing skills. Like the whole time cage was cool, but let's just put it like this: Goku is strong in around the six universe tournament, seventh versus six, and he was so strong in fact that Hit had to adapt. So what does happen like over time? Hit then gets stronger even after that, and pretty much is using his abilities against Goku later on when Goku gets assassination bounty on him for Hit. Hit comes through and uses different techniques again, and Goku dies. So every time Hit was showing up, he was increasing, and then Jiren shows up, the person that can solo almost every single person in the whole entire tournament until Ultra Master Ultra Instinct comes out. He goes against Hit, and Hit doesn't even level up at all. He doesn't grow. He doesn't do his ability where he just starts yelling in the air and he gets stronger. None of that stuff. And now you're telling me I'm supposed to follow along with some of the same writers and heroes, and they're really not doing anything out of the norm. I mean, Fu shows up, tells everybody his plans or what's going on practically. You pulls out his sword, cuts the air, and disappears. Like, what? Why even show up? Why even flex? Why? So none of these things have been giving me an indicator to be like, oh my god, this writing it's so good. Nothing like that. And that's the disappointing part because some of the super writing was really decent and some of it wasn't as for Hit. But to know that Heroes is seemingly becoming a true end all be all of everything, it hurts, man. It really does, because at this point, people are just going to accept it, right? Like, they have no reason not to accept the fact that whatever we get from this is cool, awesome, because we're seeing action, we're seeing people that we want to see on screen. Even if they're not doing much of anything, people are biting it up. And I guess why stop something like that when it's actually doing numbers, when it's actually getting things for you? So that was the only really disappointing part for me, so to speak, because I just feel like there's so much potential in Super that we could straight up get into it. I mean, they know there's potential in Super. That's why the Gods of Destruction show up this week, in my opinion, right? Like, there's no reason to bring in the Gods of Destructions from every single universe for no reason. And they did that, like they all dip back to their own universes after watching Beerus single-handedly slap his own universe of like his strongest fighters. And yeah, that was pretty much it. Beerus is now trying to hold back the the thing where everybody is about to be pretty much taken out by this weird tree. Well, all the weak people anyway. Krillin, Piccolo, etc. Humans. They're all losing their life energy and quickly. So much to the point where Krillin just dropped down to his knees and he was breathing and panting hard. So it's getting interesting, I guess, but knowing that this show is only as long as it is, it might not be that interesting for long. So hopefully we get something cool out of this, but at the end of the day, Dragon Ball Hero, it's not really my cup of tea as a whole, but to each their own. If you really enjoy this and you really want more of it, cool. But they could have done this all just in the video game, and I think people would have still gave it as much attention as they still are because it's Dragon Ball related. I'm just not really down with it as of right now, unfortunately. So I hope you guys have a good one, and I will definitely talk to you sooner than later. Oh, Infinite got delayed. That's why I'm doing this video. If Infinite was not delayed, I would have not dropped this video, to be fair. And I got to go to work at like almost an hour and a half. So I was like, why not? I might as well just watch this 8-minute long thing and drop something for you guys. So hope you have a good one. I will talk to you in the next one. Later, my anime people.